Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 8 of the Intentions Yoga Challenge. Today we're doing power yoga once again. It is going to be core focused, so I hope you're ready for a little bit of a burn. You do not need any props for this practice. I don't think you need any blocks, but if you would like to have them there just in case, you're always more than welcome to. Right, thank you so much for being here once again. We're going to get started in child's pose. So you can make your way there, knees wide apart, big toes together. And let's just take a few moments, closing the eyes, grounding ourselves here on your mat. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth, just to let go of anything that has happened today or in this first part of the week. So deep breath in. And then exhale through the mouth, sigh it out, let go. And again, deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. And one more, inhale deeply. And exhale through the mouth, release. Now let's immediately start to engage Ujjayi breath, restricting the back of your throat as if you're trying to fog up a mirror, but with the mouth closed. So breathing deeply in and out through the nose, activating the child's pose, reaching fingertips forward. And using these first few moments of the practice to set an intention. Maybe it is pushing through or being determined. Maybe it's listening to your body and your needs and being compassionate with yourself, doing what you can. Whatever resonates with you today. And let's slowly make our way up to tabletop, stacking shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And we'll start to immediately move in cat and cow. So breathing in, dropping the belly, pulling the chest through. And then exhaling to push the mat away and round the spine. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to round. And let's go for a few more rounds here. Breathing in. Exhaling to round. And each breath, trying to go a little bit deeper, stretching out the back body a little bit more, separating the shoulder blades, and then breathing in, trying to feel that stretch in the front of the belly. So we're going to work on 360 core today, not just the front of the core, the abs, but also the obliques, the back, making sure your whole core is nice and strong. On your next inhale, let's come back to a neutral spine. We're just going to turn the fingers out so they point outwards, and then you can start to rock side to side, maybe circle over your wrists. Making sure to switch directions if you're circling. And then let's come back through center. Let's turn the fingers so they point towards each other. And then we're just going to squeeze the hands into fists. And then open up the hands once again. Squeeze. You should feel the backs of the wrists stretch. And open. One more time. Squeeze. And release. Let's come back to tabletop. Lift your knees off the mat and let's hold. And so we are rounding the space between the shoulder blades, protracting the shoulders. 2 more breaths here, just starting to fire up the core a tiny bit. On your next exhale, let's release the knees down on the mat. Inhale, stand up on your knees, reach the arms up high. Right hand holds left wrist. Let's side bend to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Left hand holds right wrist, side bend to the left. And let's come back through center. Untuck your toes, and then let's bring the hands just beside the knees. We're going to press into the mat, lift the knees and round your spine, trying to bring most of the weight into your hands. So lifting like that. And then let's just lift the right foot off the mat. If that's too much, you can keep both feet down on the floor. And then release the right foot, lift the left for 3, 2, and 1, and release. Let's come back to tabletop, 3 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale as you open up front body. Exhale as you push the mat away. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you round. One more. And exhale to round. Let's come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Let's lift the knees off the mat. And then we're lifting the right foot. Let's bring the right knee towards the chest. And then extend the right leg back for 5. Exhale, right knee towards the chest. Extend. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to floating table. Left knee into the chest. Extend the left leg back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to floating table. Drop the knees. Inhale, reach the arms above the head. So standing on your knees. Once again, side bend to the right. Right hand holds left wrist. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Let's interlace the hands at the lower back. Open up the heart. Give it a nice stretch. So actively squeezing shoulder blades together here, pressing the hips forward. And then let's release, untuck the toes, hands come just beside the knees. Once again, let's push into the mat, lift the knees. Lift your right foot, drop. Lift your left foot, drop. Right foot, left foot. One more time, right, left. And release. Last time, come into tabletop, 3 rounds of cat and cow. Inhaling to open up the heart. Exhaling to round. Last one here. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. Let's tuck the toes. Lift the knees last time here. Let's lift the right foot off the mat, just hovering and hold. And then see if you can lift your left foot off the mat and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Lift your left foot off the mat just a few centimeters. And the right hand, maybe. If that's too much, you can just do the left foot for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to floating table. And then let's straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, release. On your next inhale, let's come high up onto the toes. And then let's walk all the way up to the top of the mat, compressing the thighs into your stomach. Inhale, halfway lift once you get to the top of your mat. Exhale to fold. High mountain rise. Exhale to fold. We're just going to hop through 3 rounds of sun salutations to get a little bit more movement going. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's plant the hands, step back, high plank. You can lower either halfway or all the way down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump. Top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. High mountain rise. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let's plant the hands, step or jump back, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Let's round for 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Let's tap the right knee down to the floor for 5. Round your spine as much as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let's step the right foot in between the hands. Now let's reach crown of the head forward, reach your arms alongside your ears and hold for 5. So here, really squeezing navel in. And at the same time, we're engaging all the back muscles, the shoulders. Now let's step forward, chair pose. Inhale, exhale, come all the way down to low boat, and we're going to hold. Maybe the arms extend by your hips, maybe you reach them over your head. Just make sure the middle back stays grounded for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High boat inhale. Now let's lower 5 times, low boat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock back and forth. Plant the hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga. All the way back to down dog. Next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose for 3. Send it back. 2. And 1. Now let's hold here, shoulders over the wrists. Left knee taps the floor for 5. Lift it up as high as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's step the left foot between the hands. Reach crown of the head forward. Arms reach alongside the ears for 5. Keep hollowing the lower belly and really try to make yourself as long as possible from the right heel to the fingertips. Next inhale, chair pose. Exhale, low boat. Now we're going to bring the hands to the back of the head, bend your knees for a few rounds of bicycle. So the left elbow taps the right knee. You can come back through center or immediately switch right elbow to left knee. And let's go. I'm not going to count. I'm just going to do it until it starts to burn. So I hope you're doing it with me. Let's go. And it'll start to burn quickly, at least for me. So I'll count down from now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through center. Let's rock back and forth. Cross your shins, plant the hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now on your inhale, let's come high up onto the toes and try to keep your legs straight as we slowly walk all the way up to the top of the mat, compressing the stomach to the thighs or the thighs to the stomach. And once you get there, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, to fold. High mountain rise. Now let's come high up onto the toes. Exhale, slowly lower hips to the heels. We're coming all the way back to low boat. Lots of boats today. Now from here, inhale, high boat with straight legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's hold high boat for 5. 4, maybe reaching arms above the head. 3, 2, and 1. Let's rock back, cross the shins, plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. Good. Now from here, you can either stay on your hands or, you can either bring one elbow down at a time or both elbows together. We're going to come into forearm plank. So if you need to also bring the knees down first and then come onto the elbows, that's fine. So you can do it however you prefer. I'm going to go from downward facing dog, internally rotate my elbows, and then bring them both down on the mat. And then from there, stepping the feet back to come into forearm plank. Again, we are protracting the shoulders here. And we're just going to either keep the hands flat or you can interlace your hands, whatever you prefer. Let's bring both hips to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, both hips to the left. And let's do that for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finishing on the opposite side that you started. Staying in forearm plank, let's lift that right foot off the mat. And then let's bring the right knee as close as possible, maybe touching the right elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to forearm plank. Left leg lifts, left knee, left elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's drop both knees. Come into child's pose, straightening the legs, relaxing the forehead. 5 breaths here. And now from here, we're coming one more time into forearm plank, bending your elbows, lifting the knees. Let's lift the right foot, and then let's bring the right knee to the left elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch, left leg lifts, left knee, right elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's drop the knees, come into Sphinx pose. So the elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Let's pull the chest through, gaze forward. And then you can slowly release the chest down. We're going to bring the hands by the hips, and we're going to lift everything off the mat. So the legs, the arms, the chest. Take a deep breath in and out to prepare. So inhale, exhale completely, and then inhale to lift. And then you can either keep your arms here, or let's reach them forward. And let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep lifting up higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your arms back by the hips and release. Maybe shaking the hips side to side. Now let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's come through tabletop. And then we're going to walk the knees up towards the wrists and come onto your seat. We're going to come all the way down to the back. One last core exercise. Let's cross the right knee over the left and then hook the feet, if possible, for eagle legs. And then we're going to cross the left elbow over the right for eagle arms. And we're going to try to tap the elbows to the knees. and then bring them down. You can tap the feet to the floor. Just try to keep your middle back grounded. So elbows to knees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's release. Immediately, let's switch sides. Left knee over the right elbow over the left, eagle arms for 10, elbows to knee. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Release. Bring your feet wide apart, knees together. Let's knock the knees side to side. And just 2 more little exercises just for the fun of it. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Let's lift the legs up, and you're going to try to touch your toes or go past your toes with your hands. So little crunches, hands reach up, try to touch the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's keep the legs in the air. Bring both hands underneath your sit bones. 1 leg at a time or both legs together. Let's lower the legs almost all the way down. And then lift them up for 5, 4, 3. Again, middle back stays grounded. 2, and 1. Let's bend both knees. Feet are parallel and hip width distance apart for bridge pose. A nice little stretch. So when you're ready, you can press into the heels, lift the spine off the mat, and whatever is more comfortable for you here. Maybe the hands just stay flat on the mat. Maybe you interlace them behind your back. If you're naturally very bendy and you feel like you want to go into full wheel on the hands, you can. Just know that we haven't done any back bend, so you're not really warm. But if you feel like maybe you're just very used to going there, of course you can do that if it feels good. And an in bridge, really squeezing shoulder blades together, squeezing the glutes and lifting the hips and chest as much as you can, opening up the front body. At each inhale, increases the stretch slightly as you breathe into the lower belly. Let's hold for another 3 breaths. And then let's release the hands 1 vertebra at a time. Come all the way back down to the mat. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Maybe rock side to side, and then let's bring both knees over to the right. Left arm reaches out to the left. On your next inhale, let's come back through center and switch sides. Left, both legs go over to the left. Right arm reaches out to the right. Finally, let's come back through center. Let's hug the knees into the chest. You did such a good job. Let's lift the forehead up to the knees. Squeeze every single muscle in your body as tightly as you can for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale. Let it all go. Relax. Extend the arms out alongside your body, the legs out in front of you, feet flopping out to the sides. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, let it go. And one more deep breath in. And exhale, release. Notice if you can feel your heartbeat, not only in your chest, but maybe in your face, in your arms, your hands, maybe even all the way down to your feet. If you sweat a little bit during the practice, notice if you can feel the sweat tingling the surface of your skin or cooling down. Notice any after effects, any sensations that are still lingering from the practice. And try to treat whatever you find without judgment, just being curious, without trying to change anything that you find, without expecting to find anything. Just being very curious, observant, witnessing this whole miraculous scene that is life being alive in your body right now. In your own time, you can start wiggling the fingertips and the toes and stretching out in any direction that feels good. That should feel really nice in the core. Maybe lifting the arms above the head, pointing the toes. And in your own time and in your own way, you can slowly make your way out of Shavasana and into a comfortable seat. And once you're there, observing how you're feeling right now, remembering how you felt before the practice, and if you feel any shifts, both physically but also mentally, emotionally. Noticing if you can feel the energy that you created throughout the practice coursing through your body. And on your next inhale, let's reach the arms above the head. And then exhale, hands to the heart space. I invite you to take a moment to find gratitude towards yourself for showing up today, for doing everything that you possibly could during the practice. And if there's anything else that you feel grateful for today, I invite you to express gratitude to that thing or that person, whatever it may be. And then you can slowly go ahead and rub the hands together. And then once they're warm, you can cover your eyes with your hands. And let's slowly remove the hands away from the face, blinking the eyes open, and namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this powerful core yoga flow. I hope that you felt the burn. You might feel it tomorrow. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for a more mellow flow, day 9. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It really means the world to me. And I love, love, love hearing from you. All your feedback really makes the world of a difference. And it wouldn't be the same without you here with me. So thank you so, so much. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.